Hi, Chris here from Super Savvy Travelers. Today I'm going to teach you how to learn Italian easily. Stick around. So many people tell me that they are so afraid of going to Italy because they don't speak the language and they can't learn it. They just can't learn it. They tried in high school, they tried wherever, it didn't work. They think they can't learn a foreign language, but they can because they learned English and they were a baby when that happened. So you can learn Italian and you can learn it pretty easily. The difference is when you were a kid, your mama took you to the supermarket and she said potato, potato, potato about 500 times until you went potato and then you had it. Okay, nobody's going to do that with you when you're learning Italian. That's sort of on you, but it's all in how you go about learning it. Now, I was really lucky when I was 17. I went over to Brussels and I was in a French school for a year, but I was lucky enough to take French lessons from a guy who taught in French because there was a bunch of us from different nationalities and different languages and whatnot, so he had to teach it in French. But he broke it down in such a way that I have been able to use that method of learning a foreign language to learn Spanish and now to learn Italian. Now the trick of it is the first thing you do is you learn a couple of verbs, and verbs have to be conjugated. Conjugated means just changed so that they fit with the sentence and they fit with whoever you're talking to. Okay, I'm going to start out with how to say like you and me and that sort of thing. So I'm going to start with I. In Italian it's io. Like in Spanish it's yo, sort of the same thing. You, familiar, is tu. He and she is lui and lei. They are loro. We are noi. And all of you all is voi. Okay? Now, once you learn those, go out and practice them a little bit until you get them down, and then I'm going to teach you the two verbs that you really need to know first. And the whole thing about this lesson here is just go out and use these verbs until you're really good in using them in the present tense, okay? The first one is the verb to be, essere, okay? Now, when you're talking about yourself, you go io sono, I am. Tu, you, sei, you are. Lui and lei, è. Loro sono, they are. Noi siamo, we are. And voi siete, all of you guys are. Okay? Now in Italian they have that plural you. We don't have that in English, so get used to it a little bit. Okay? Now the verb to have, avere. Okay? Io, I. Io, ho, I have. Tu, I, you have. Lui, lei, ha. You or he or she have. Loro hanno, they all have. Noi abbiamo, we have. And voi avete, all of you guys have. Okay? Now I'm going to put those in the comments down below so that you can actually look at them and refer back to them. But I want you to take this week and I want you to go around and go io. Io sono. I am. Io sono happy. Io sono upset. Io sono a lady. Just do it in English and in Italian until you get really good on how to conjugate essere and avere in Italian for all the different people that you would be talking about in present tense. And I'm going to tell you why in another little lesson, why that's so important. But those two verbs are the basis of everything. So go learn them and get really, really good at them. After that, it's a lot of just vocabulary, and then you learn things like articles and that sort of thing, which I'll go over in another lesson. Now, I wanted to give you some references on learning Italian. There's an app called Duolingo, which I love. It's little games and you play it, and the more you play it, the more familiar you get. It really goes over your vocabulary. It also helps you really hone your verb usage and your conjugation. So get it on your phone and just play the little games, you know, for an hour a day. You're going to get really far with that. Another one is there's something on Amazon called Drive Time Italian, and I really like that one because too many of these Foreign language courses don't know how to teach you a foreign language. You know, they throw you in the middle somewhere and they don't teach you the basics. This one starts out at the very beginning. And if you drive a lot, put it in and just drill over and over and over. And that's what I did. I must have listened to those about 10 times and I got them down, and then I was able to put them together and do that sort of thing. The other thing is just drill, drill, drill. That's all it is. You're going to drill a lot, you're going to understand it. And when you go to Italy, you get the opportunity to drill. Drill it with your friends, drill it with your family members. Be willing to look at a little silly at times, because you might, but what the heck, go ahead and just drill and you're going to get that stuff down. Another thing is get together with other people and speak it. And don't worry about how you sound. Just learn those two things for this particular time period. And I'll get another thing up there. Now, just to let you know, I'm no expert in Italian, but I can get around and I can speak it. So this is how I learned. I don't know what else to tell you on that other than it just works. So anyway, learn those two verbs, conjugate them, start talking about them, talk with other people, and let's see you in the next lesson.